Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Nurse Dimma, and on today's video I am going to be sharing on how to become a nurse in Nigeria. And I feel this topic is particularly very important because I've gotten so many questions that, okay, what is the best route? How do we pursue this career in nursing, and I've heard about nursing school, I've heard about the university, I've heard about being trained by Dr. Apos. So which one should I actually do? So I hope this video clarifies and answers many of such questions. Now, basically, there are two routes through which one can become a nurse in Nigeria. I'd like to add at this point that the only body that is recognized and in charge or has the authority to license anyone as a nurse or midwife in Nigeria is the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. I hope that really sings for aspirants. NMCN. Okay, you can search out their website on Google. NMCN. Search for them, you see their website, and you can read and make your research. Now, this is the body. This is the body that has the power and authority to approve or license anyone in Nigeria who wishes to become a registered nurse or midwife. Now, there are means and routes and methods, with anyone you prefer, that you could go through. Now, I would like to first of all talk about the diploma method. The diploma method entails going to a nursing school, or like some would call it, a college of nursing. In this diploma method, it usually spans for about 3 years, and you simply get into the school of nursing or college of nursing by the first requirement is that you have passed your SSC, sat for your SSC and cleared, at least have a credit in at least the 5 core subjects, which are maths, English, chemistry, physics and biology, or health sciences like some schools will call it. You have to at least credit these 5 core subjects, okay? And then when you credit it, the next phase and step, if you want to pursue nursing school, you have to go to the school that you want to apply to or study in, and then buy their form. When they start selling their form, buy their form, write the entrance examination, and then if you are accepted, you begin your pursuit of your dream. Now, in this method, there are things you need to know. Apart from the fact that you have to have at least a credit in these 5 core subjects, you have to be at least 16 years. That is the government approved age that you can enter for this diploma, 16 years of age. And you should also know that at the end of this program, upon completion, you have to sit for the Nursing and Midwifery Council examination, exam that you have to write, and then you will be licensed. You would write that exam, and then they now register you into their body and license you, give you the license to practice. After your completion of that 3 years program in that nursing school, you will now write that exam, okay? And when you write that exam, you will now be conferred with the license of a registered nurse after completing that diploma program in that school. You should also know, that was why I mentioned that you have to be acquainted with the NMCM website. Before you even apply for a form in a school of nursing, you have to confirm that this school of nursing is actually approved by the government to run this degree, because there are so many schools that can tell you that they are offering you diploma programs for becoming a nurse, but by the time you begin to join, you notice that they don't even have the government approval yet. Probably they have applied, but they have not been given, and you don't want to be stranded along the line, right? So it's better you do your proper research. Go to the portal, the Nursing and Midwifery portal, ask questions. Ask them which of the nursing schools or college of nursing that is approved for one to study this course and be able to get the required license as at when due. If you are still having a challenge with going about the portal and getting the list of the schools, you could send a DM, you could drop a message on the comment section here on YouTube, and I'll reach out to you and I'll send you the necessary lists, okay? Now, that is that about the diploma, pursuing nursing through the diploma method. At the end of this program, you will be certified as a registered nurse. That's one beautiful thing. That is beautiful. That is amazing. In the school of nursing, there is more hand-on practical sessions, There's not really so much curricular activities, unnecessary syllabic work and all these things. You just get down to the practicals, get down to the things that are required, the core subjects, and then they tackle it, and then they write the RN exams and they come out. Okay, now there is the other method, which is the degree method. In this degree method, it simply means that you want to study in a Nigerian university, a government approved university, for a period of 5 years. And after these 5 years, you'll be conferred with, first of all, a bachelor's degree in nursing sciences. You would also be conferred with at least the RN. You can get the bachelor's degree and the RN. While many universities stop at just the bachelor's degree and the registered nursing certificates, most other universities would also give you the registered midwifery certificate, the registered public health nursing certificate upon completion of their examinations within the span of that 5 years. Okay, you also have to perform well in your WAEC, at least get a credit in those 5 core subjects: maths, English, physics, chemistry, and biology or health sciences. But more than just that, you also have to write the JAMB examination. Yes, you need JAMB if you want to pursue nursing as a degree in a Nigerian university. And then you have to meet with, first of all, the JAMB cutoff mark, and then the required cutoff mark for the Department of Nursing of that school that you are applying for. Okay, so that is how you get in. If you do well and pass and you are admitted, then you get into the university to study the nursing degree for 5 years. Okay, so many people asked me, there is the diploma method and there is a degree method. This one is 3 years, this one is 5 years. What is the difference, and why don't I just go for the diploma method? Well, this is totally dependent on what you want. If your aim is to become a nurse and get into the workforce as soon as possible and begin to earn and begin to add value to the society, you could choose to go for the diploma. That is very good. It is recognized, it is approved, and it is beautiful. Okay, but if you are looking for a wider spectrum of opportunities, internationally, locally, in every aspect, it is more advised to go through the degree route, because for people who want to find more opportunities, earn more, and have more recognition, you find out that they most often come back to the university even after going through the diploma. They come back either from the year 1 from scratch, or they apply for direct entry and then still come back to the university. So if you ask me my own personal opinion, I would tell you that if you're looking for a wider range of opportunity, both within the country and outside the country, it is more advised to go through the degree method. If you just want to get into the workforce, add value, and become a nurse and begin to work, you could just go through the diploma method. They are both good and they both have nice opportunities. Now, this is the point where someone asked me, what about going to a hospital and being trained by Dr. Apost? Okay, actually, you can actually go to a private hospital in Nigeria and a doctor offers that, okay, come, I train nurses and I give you social certificates. Yes, they'll train you properly, they'll train you very, very well. Probably it can last for 1 year, the training can last for 2 years, the training could last for 3 years, and they will give you a very good certificate. Okay, a certificate that could as well be designed by a very good graphic designer, but has no value when it comes to being recognized by the country. Talk less of international bodies. The truth is, you could do that, but it really could just be you wasting your time, because you're not going to be recognized on the wider scale. You're not going to be recognized by the country that you are in. They don't know you as a nurse. They see you as a quack nurse. Yes, they don't see you, they don't recognize, but you've put in the effort. Probably you are very good at what you do. Probably you even seem to have more work experience than those that are going through the proper routes. But it doesn't make it any better. You will not be recognized. You will not be certified by the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. And you are very limited if you go through that route. So this is a disclaimer. If you have plans of going through that route, it's better to retract and do the proper thing. If you don't have all the luxury of time and you want it quickly, you could just simply go through the diploma method, okay, and just get it done within 3 years. Or even if you don't even want to go through the diploma method, there are things we call there are pathways through which you could become a health worker, not necessarily a nurse in quotes, but you become a health worker in community or primary health centers, and you are approved. They call them CHUs or JHUs, community health extension workers or junior community health extension workers. You could go through that route. You could just do a 12 to 18 months program, buy their form, write their exams, get trained by them, and then you'll be assigned to primary health centers or community health centers where you work in providing care. And I'm telling you, this care that are being provided in such places are very, very, very vital to Nigeria as a whole. These are people that they are really not even well appreciated and recognized compared to the degree of work that they put in. These are people that handle prevention and outbreak of diseases in the rural areas, in the grassroots areas. Okay, so I'm just trying to say that even if you don't have the luxury of time and you don't want to spend 3 years studying the nursing, you could actually choose to go and be trained, go to the school where you'll be trained as a CHU, a community health extension worker, or a junior community health extension worker. Okay, and then enter the healthcare system through that means. As a CHU or junior CHU, you can upgrade to a registered nurse by simply applying for an upgrade. It's easier to navigate through than going to doctor posts. Seriously, this is a serious disclaimer. I have people that are on my DM that have so many requests. They have spent so much money, so much time, so much energy in this thing, and they are good, but they are just not recognized. So it's better you don't make that same mistake as an aspirant. Okay, so thank you for staying tuned, thank you for following through, and I hope this video was able to correct 1 or 2 misinformations about how to become a nurse in Nigeria. I hope to see you on my next video. Thank you for liking, for subscribing, and if you have not done so, please do well to like, do well to subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to get notified when we drop new videos. Thank you, and see you on my next video. Bye.